Want to make millions of credits in Fish without spending a fortune? In this guide, I'll show you the most straightforward, budget-friendly ways to rack up credits without needing the Aurora Totem or Robux. Instead, I'll share accessible strategies like server hopping if you're fishing solo, saving you millions of credits, or using sundial totems if you're in a group. Each of these only costs 2,000 credits. I'll explain everything step by step. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment below or join my Discord for quicker responses. Let's start with the rods. For this, I recommend using rods with a base luck of 100 or higher. Examples include the Trident, Rod of the Depths, No Life, Heavens, and others with similar stats. High luck rods are crucial because we're targeting mythical rarity fish like the Aurora Trout and Glacial Sturgeon. Here's why these fish are worth it. The Aurora Trout has a base value of 6,000 credits. The Glacial Sturgeon has a base value of 7,000 credits. That's the price you'll get for catching fish that weigh 400 kilos and 500 kilos, respectively. Later in the video, I'll show you how to maximize profits using the appraiser in Moosewood. For this video, I'm using the Heavens rod, which has a base luck of 225. It also has a passive ability that can mutate fish into heavenly variants, multiplying their sell price by 5x. Next, let's talk about location and gear. First, head to the Northern Expedition Island and climb to the top of the mountain. Make this your new spawn location. This is important because you'll need to refill your oxygen tank using the Conception Conch when it runs out. Running out of oxygen will cause you to die and lose credits. For emergencies, you can use the magical snow globe to teleport to the Winter Village, where oxygen isn't an issue. While you're at the mountain, make sure to buy the Advanced Glider for easier movement, the Advanced Oxygen Tank to fish for longer, the Winter Cloak to keep your temperature stable. From the innkeeper at the top of the mountain, follow my path to the Cryogenic Canal. This is the best location to fish because it features two mythical fish, the Frostjaw Cod and the Aurora Trout. Other areas on this island don't have this advantage. Now let's discuss enchants and baits. The Heavens Rod has a lure speed of 27, so I recommend using the Hasty Enchant. For bait, use truffle worms because both the Glacial Sturgeon and Aurora Trout prefer it. Truffle worms also provide a preferred luck boost of 300, which is excellent for catching mythical fish. However, they reduce lure speed by 10, which is why the Hasty Enchant is essential. You can find truffle worms in coral geodes. Follow my steps to locate them. If you want even more lure speed, consider using the krampus rod, which unlocks at level 150. This rod provides random buffs every 10 catches and can act as a secondary rod. Pair it with the hasty or steady enchant to enhance your reeling speed. Now let's talk about time and seasons. These fish prefer nighttime. You can use sundial totems available for 2,000 credits at Sunstone Island to skip days and keep it nighttime. While you're at Sunstone Island, visit Merlin to purchase extra luck. The fish also prefer the winter season, so watch the seasonal timer. Each season lasts about 10 real-life hours, giving you plenty of time to fish. During the winter, fish spawn rates increase by 25%, making it the best time to maximize your catches. Now let's talk about the weather events, starting with the blizzard. During this event, a chilling blizzard makes the temperature drop really fast for about 10 minutes. Here's what you need to know. The temperature drops quickly, so make sure you have the winter cloak and advanced oxygen tank. All fish caught have a 10% chance to be blighted, which makes their value 3x higher. The blizzard can happen at any time and can also be triggered with a sundial totem. The event will keep going even if you use a sundial totem. Next is the avalanche. This happens in the northern summit where heavy snow falls from above, making it harder to climb. Here's what happens. All fish caught have a 10% chance to be sleet, which makes their value 2.4x higher. Like the blizzard, avalanches can happen at any time and can also be triggered with a sundial totem. The event will last the same amount of time, even if you use a sundial totem. Now let's move on to eclipse weather. This rare weather event gives all fish a 10% chance to be solar blaze, which makes their value 2.5x higher. Finally, we have the aurora borealis. This rare natural event boosts your luck by 6, making it easier to catch mythical fish. You can increase your chances of seeing this by server hopping. Now let's talk about some rare events you should keep an eye out for, like the Night of the Fireflies and the Night of the Luminous. Night of the Fireflies. The first event you should watch for is the Night of the Fireflies. This event only happens at night and is pretty rare. During this event, all nocturnal fish have their catch rate doubled. That means you have a much higher chance of catching these fish. It's similar to having a 2x server boost active, so it's a great opportunity to catch more fish in a shorter amount of time. Here's a clip of me fishing during this event so you can see the difference it makes. It's a nice bonus to take advantage of when it happens. Next up, we have the Night of the Luminous, which happens at night as well, but it focuses on boosting your chances of getting a special fish attribute. This event increases the chances of fish obtaining the sparkling attribute. Sparkling is an attribute that multiplies a fish's sea dollar value by 1.85x, meaning that any fish with this attribute will sell for way more than usual. On top of that, the event also boosts the appraisal rate by 10%. This is great because the higher the fish's weight, the more money you'll make. I recommend appraising fish until they hit values of over 10,000 credits, for example with the sturgeon. One thing I use to help with this is the Appraiser Luck Game Pass, which slightly increases your luck when appraising and also reduces the cost by 25%. It's optional though, and you can definitely still get everything without it. Mutation Surge. Another event that's similar to the Night of the Luminous is the Mutation Surge. This event increases the appraisal rate for mutated fish by 15%. The key difference here is that the Mutation Surge can happen at any time, while the Night of the Luminous is strictly a nighttime event. To summarize, focus on using high luck rods like the Heaven's Rod and gear up with essentials such as the Advanced Oxygen Tank, Winter Cloak, and Advanced Glider. Fish at the Cryogenic Canal during nighttime and the winter season for the best results. Use truffle worms as bait for higher chances of catching mythical fish like the glacial sturgeon and aurora trout. Take advantage of weather events like blizzard, avalanche, and eclipse to increase fish value. Lastly, use sundial totems and server hopping to optimize your fishing sessions and boost your chances of catching rare, high-value fish. Now before you go, don't forget to follow me and drop a comment about your thoughts. See you in the next video.